welcome to Intuitive Moon Tarot. If you're new to the channel, my name is Jen and I am an intuitive reader. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. I have another pick a card reading for you today. So this reading is going to be How Do They View Me? We do have 3 decks to choose from, deck 1, deck 2, or deck 3. You do want to go where you're feeling most energetically drawn or where you're feeling most intuitively drawn. It's not necessarily about the stone or the color, it's just where you're feeling the most pull. So it helps a little bit if you can close your eyes, take a couple deep breaths, bring this person to the front of your mind, and ask with me, please universe, please tarot, provide me some insight into how this person views me. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started. If you need more time, just pause the video. All right, for those of you that selected deck 1, how do they view you? And keep in mind, these are general readings, so just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you want something that's going to be specific to your situation and more in depth, there's always the option to book a personal reading with me. You can find all the information on how to contact me and my pricing in the description box. And I have a lot of other pick a card readings on the channel too, so make sure to subscribe and check out some of the other videos. Give me just a minute here to look over the cards and see how I'm feeling. Okay, so right off the bat, I'm getting a couple of different messages here. So just bear with me. Again, this is general, so I'm picking up a lot of your energy here, and all of you have a unique situation. For some of you, I do see that you went through a more recent heartbreak or something that was very disappointing on an emotional level. Now, that doesn't have to be the ending of a relationship, but it most certainly can be. But this is something that emotionally really was really heavy for you, really took a lot of your time and attention and energy. You can see that here with the 5 of Cups. And you can see that there are love offerings coming in and new opportunities, new cups of love, but she's just really kind of closed off to that idea and still in the energy from the past. This is a little bit more of a recent past energy, so this may have been a breakup or, a death of a friend or family member or something that just caused a lot of heartache. I do see somebody here, and this may even be the person that you're questioning if you're inquiring about an ex and how they're viewing you now that the relationship has ended. Not for everybody, so bear with me. I'll get a couple other storylines going here, but I do see somebody who wants to maybe come in and offer their cup of love, and if it's not a love offering, it's a peace offering. Somebody that may want to open the lines of communication. However, they're treading very lightly and slowly, and they're very guarded. I think possibly they're picking up on that energy that you're a little bit out of reach right now. We see the 3 of Wands here, which can talk about expansion and, new opportunities. But what I'm getting when I look with the overall reading and just kind of my feeling from this card intuitively is that you're a little bit out of reach right now. It's this isn't the most approachable person I've ever seen. So you can see that she's here on the very edge of this ledge and with her back turned. And so this is a little intimidating to approach this person. You can see a little bit of isolation in both of these cards here. And so there is a possibility that if you're inquiring about someone new, they might be a little bit intimidated. You may have gone through a more recent breakup or something in your life and your energy's kind of focused there. And so they're not really sure if you're open to new love. If this is an ex, they may want to come back and offer a peace offering or open the lines of communication, but they're just not really sure how. Maybe they caused this heartache for you, and now they see you as somebody who's kind of put yourself out of reach and is focusing more on your future. Again, here with opportunities, future opportunities, being focused on yourself and your own energies. I do see someone who's intimidated. They think they want to come through, but they're a little bit guarded because they don't want to scare you off. They don't want to see you run away if they approach this inappropriately. That's one story that I'm getting here. But I do see the King of Cups here. The King of Cups is very balanced, and kings, queens, he, she, it doesn't make any difference. We all have masculine and feminine energy, excuse me. So don't get hung up on the sexes of the cards. It doesn't matter. So with this energy, we're just talking about somebody who is very deep, very connected to their emotions, very balanced, very stable, very strong. So for some of you, they see you as maybe the one that got away here, maybe they feel like the timing was off. They came in and you just weren't emotionally available or open to this connection, and they feel like maybe they scared you off and they lost an opportunity with you to have something really deep and connected. For others of you, I see someone considering approaching you and seeing you as a really deep, loving person with a lot to offer, very emotionally stable person, but they see right now maybe your energy is a little bit off, or they're intimidated due to maybe some things that they've seen you go through in the past, or they're aware of, or maybe just the vibe that you're putting off through some future heartbreak. So if this is somebody that you want to approach you, my advice here, the advice of the tarot, is to open yourself up a little bit. Be clear about what you want for the future. Release this negative past energy. Whatever this is that some of you may have been holding on to from the past, whatever this heartbreak is, it's okay to feel your feelings. No one's telling you not to do that. But we don't want to dwell, because I do see that there's new opportunities that are trying to break through for you. And I think the energy that you're putting off, even if you're saying, hey, no, I really want to move on and I'm over that, and there's something here that is some kind of an energy or a vibe you're putting off that is making it a little intimidating to approach you, is what I'm seeing. I see that you need to open yourself up. You need to offer your cup out. You need to be clear about your intentions of wanting to attract new love. Some of you, I see that you might be a little bit unapproachable. And if this isn't resonating with you, I'm sorry, but that's my main storyline that I'm getting. So this message may not be for you, but for a lot of you, I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. I feel like these people feel like if they approach you that you're going to run or that you're not going to be open to the idea for some reason. There's some kind of a vibe that's being put off here. This could even be an ex that wants to come back and make a peace offering, but they just think you're not accessible. You're not open to that. You're only focused on your new opportunities. Or maybe you have a new romantic love in your life. But that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing is the message that I'm getting is make sure that you're open. Make sure that you've taken the time to release your past and that you're not too guarded. It's really important to make sure we're investing our energy in the right areas, and that we, that we're in a good place so we can attract what's truly meant for us. We're not coming from a place of desperation or heartbreak, not looking for somebody to heal old wounds, that we have healed ourselves. We've taken the time to reflect and move forward. But I do see some of you going through some things in the more recent past, some kind of an emotionally disruptive situation. I see you moving out of that energy. I see you coming to a place of self-reflection, getting yourself back together, having new opportunities available to you, and inevitably opening yourself up to new love. So whoever this is that you're asking about, how they view you, from these cards here that are present, they do view you as somebody that has a lot to offer, as a good opportunity, but maybe someone who's a little bit focused on their future right now and slightly intimidating or closed off. Even if you're in a connection with someone and you're saying, hey, our communication sucks right now, and like, what I don't know what I'm putting off, but how are they viewing me? How are they receiving my energy? Because perception is reality. So I understand it's not always our intentions, but what people perceive to be true is their reality, even if it's not your reality. So, if you're with somebody, they may feel like you're kind of closed off emotionally, and maybe you're experiencing some disappointment in them or in the relationship or in some aspects of your life that's really all consuming right now. They may feel that you're on your way out and that you're kind of closed off and focusing on other opportunities not available to them. But they do still see you as a loving, kind, genuine, deep individual. So I know that was several storylines. This is what happens when I pick up on a lot of energy for general readings. I hope that was helpful to you. Again, if you want to do a personal reading with me to get something a little more specific, you can find all the information in the description box. I really appreciate you joining me here today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Love and light. Okay, for those of you that selected deck 2, as always, just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. These are general readings. If you want something that is going to be more in-depth and specific to you and your situation, you always have the option to book a personal reading with me. All the information on how to book a personal reading will be in the description box below, including pricing and contact information. And as always, if you're new, please make sure to like and subscribe and check out all the other pick a card readings. Okay, you guys, give me just a minute to look over your reading and see what I'm feeling here. Wow. Okay, so right off the bat, I see you as being somebody who's been through some things. There's definitely been some kind of struggles or difficulties here in your life, but I see you being viewed as somebody who's incredibly resilient, somebody who is getting back up, somebody, though, despite anything that you've been through that was supposed to bring you down, you are still coming out. Like, you still have your wings, you still have fight left in you, you're getting back up. I do see a couple of different pages here. So this may be a little bit more of a youthful energy or a new energy, somebody who, I don't want to say immature, but this is just somebody who's still in the stages of learning and growing, or maybe you're having a renewed energy of going through some things and coming back and starting fresh. I see the Ace of Pentacles here twice. So the Ace of Pentacles is going to talk usually about financial gain, new opportunities, lucrative opportunities, financial opportunities, a new job offer, things like that. This isn't usually as much pertaining to love. So this is not for very many of you, but for a few of you, I'm going to get several messages since I'm pulling a lot of different energy and you all have unique situations. But for a few of you, there's just a message here to be careful that this person isn't seeking you out for what you can provide for them financially. Make sure that this person is not just looking to... you need to make sure there's going to be an equal give and take, and that you're not being sought after due to financial circumstances, or they're not being drawn to you for those reasons. That's just for a few of you. For the rest of you, I do see somebody who is determined, somebody who is willing to sacrifice. I kind of see you being on your own little journey here and doing some soul searching and, maybe taking a break, stepping off of the path that you have been on. But this, again, is talking about, foresight and the future and new opportunities. So I see a lot of new opportunity here. So if this is somebody new, they might see a lot of potential and opportunity for this to be something that could be lucrative. Maybe you work together, or maybe this is somebody that sees you guys being able to be a power couple, or somebody that, feels like they could start a business with you, or something, something to that, something on those lines. For others of you, I see you as being somebody who's a little bit out of reach, a little bit intimidating. When we look at the Page of Swords here, and again, he, she, it doesn't matter. We all have masculine and feminine energy. So please don't get hung up on the sex of the cards. But she's a little intimidating, and you can tell that she's kind of been through a lot, but she still has her wings. She's still glowing. She's still got fight in her. You can see she's getting back up. It's like she's like, all right, I'm ready to do this. So I do see this as a new opportunity. If you're inquiring about an ex, they may see that you are getting over them, that you're kind of renewed here, and that you have new opportunities coming your way, that you're successful on your own. They may view you as somebody that's, starting off on your journey, moving on, doing some soul searching, furthering your career, being determined, willing to sacrifice for the things that you really want. If this is somebody new coming into your life, they may see you as somebody with a lot of opportunity, a lot of potential, somebody determined, somebody strong, somebody that can sacrifice, again, for what they want. Someone that's kind of trying to figure out what direction to go, doing a little bit of soul searching. But I feel like you're calling in what's truly meant for you here with this Three of Wands. And you see her holding out her little crystal ball here. And you see that again here with the page. That is very similar energy here between these two cards. So I see this as somebody who's determined, somebody who's strong, somebody with a lot of opportunity. Maybe you have a lot of new opportunities being offered to you, and they see that in you. They see that you're somebody that has a lot of offers or potential, somebody that's kind of coming into your own, figuring out what it is you want. I don't see this as like a completed journey, though. I see that a lot of new here. New energy, new beginnings, new ways of thinking, attracting in new energy into your space. Determination, strength, learning. You may be in a period right now of really figuring yourself out, learning new tasks, exploring new options and opportunities, getting ready to make some sacrifices and just kind of lay to rest any of the things that no longer serve you. Just kind of, it's like stick a fork in it and move forward. This card in particular, again, talks about sacrifice. So I do see you as somebody sacrificing for what you want, someone determined, someone strong, someone who's doing a little soul searching, a little bit out of reach, maybe. I just keep hearing level up. So maybe this person is like getting this vibe from you where you're like, hey, I'm going through a transformation. I'm figuring myself out. I'm getting back up from anything that has held me down in the past. I'm ready to take charge of my life and grow. And I've still got a lot of fight left in me. I'm back and I'm better than ever. And I've been doing some soul searching and I'm willing to sacrifice. And I've got a lot of new opportunities available to me and I'm going after what I want. And maybe that person, and it's kind of like, yeah, I got to level up to match this person's energy. Oh, that's interesting. That kind of wasn't expecting that when I first pulled these cards, but that's kind of what I'm getting here. So I hope that was helpful to you and that resonated with you. Of course, if you would like to have something that's personal, Again, there's information on how to book a personal reading with me. There's lots of other pick a card readings as well, so please check those out on the channel. Thank you for joining me here today. Love and light. Okay, for those of you that selected deck 3, as always, take what resonates and leave what does not. These are general readings. If you need something that's going to be more in-depth and specific to you, I do offer personal readings. All the information on pricing and how to contact me will be in the description box below. Would love to connect with you on a personal level. Let me see what we have here and what I'm feeling. Wow, interesting. Okay, I'm getting a few different storylines here. That happens a lot when I'm picking up on a lot of energy in these general readings. Of course, all of you have your own unique situations going on. But right off the bat, I kind of see somebody who may be a little bit guarded and indecisive. Someone who's trying to figure out what it is that they want long-term for their future. So I don't know if you're putting off this energy of being indecisive. For some of you, and it's only going to be for a small portion of you, you're trying to make a decision between two different people. Possibly a water sign or someone who embodies a lot of water energy, maybe someone who's very emotional, giving, loving, grounded, and a fire sign or someone who embodies a lot of fire energy. They don't have to be water or fire signs, of course, but for fire sign energy, we're looking at someone who's going to be passionate, fiery, a go-getter, maybe somebody who really stands out, and then the other person's a little more emotionally balanced. Again, that's not for all of you. For some of you, this is representing two different types of your personality. Like, it's kind of conflicting and confusing trying to figure you out because you are seen as somebody who's compassionate and emotional and balanced and genuine and giving and easy to, approachable. And then on the other side of your personality, we've got somebody here who can be a little prideful at times and who is passionate, maybe gets a lot of attention or public recognition. Doesn't have to be, but you certainly are worthy of that. You might be somebody who's very attractive or has very attractive qualities. I do see somebody here that possesses a lot of future potential, somebody that's a leader. We're talking about the Chariot here, the Hunter. So this is somebody who is driven, determined, has willpower, leads the pack. This is a hunter. This is a leader. So, we've got somebody here, you, who definitely possesses leadership qualities. We've got the Hierophant. And with this, we talk a lot about, spirituality. We talk about commitment. We talk about strong foundations. So I do see this as somebody who has you've got a lot to offer. Does this mean that this person wants to be with you if this is what you're asking? I don't know. I know a lot of people that I think have incredible qualities. I admire them. I look up to them, but maybe they're not for me. Maybe they're not my soul partner. So, but I do see you being respected. We have the Two of Wands here, which talks about future planning. So I see you as somebody. It also talks about needing to make a decision, as well as the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords is kind of here in the center of your reading. And this is somebody who's a little bit guarded. This is somebody who's a little reluctant to move forward or make a decision. They know they have a decision to make, and as well as the Two. So when I see the Two of Wands here with the Two of Swords, I do see there's some type of decision that you need to make. This could be deciding between where your heart is and what you're truly passionate about for yourself. This could be, just trying to decide what's going to be best for your future, but you may be in a transitional phase right now, and that person can feel that. However, whoever it is that you're inquiring about, I think when we talk about the Six of Wands here, this can talk about public recognition, accomplishments. But for me, with my personal relationship, and I'm an intuitive reader, so I get my own messages, I see here somebody kind of standing behind their pride, somebody who's definitely very well respected, but also a little bit intimidating. I mean, this is an intimidating energy. You have to kind of walk through fire and get past that lion to get in touch with this person, which is the exact opposite energy of the King of Cups. So I don't know if you've just got a really like two very different dynamic parts of your personality going on here, or if you put off that vibe, or you're confusing to somebody. Or if you, again, are trying to make a decision between two different types of energies, and that person recognizes that you're looking towards what's going to be best for your future here. But I do see you as someone who's a leader. I do see you as somebody who is worthy of commitment, very respectable, somebody with future potential. With the Six of Wands here, the Hierophant, those are, and the Hunter, all leadership qualities, the King of Cups as well, leadership qualities and the fact of being emotionally balanced, having a lot to offer, being connected to yourself. But I'm just a little bit thrown off here by this Two of Swords in the center of your reading. You may just be being seen as somebody who's a little bit indecisive, a little bit guarded and unsure, somebody who's really taking some time right now to focus on your future and what it is you want. But this is overall positive. There's a lot of good qualities I see you possessing here. I see you getting ready to move into more things that are going to be more promising for your long-term future. There's like a shift here, a maturity, like the Hierophant, and the Hunter. These energies all together. Again, I know I'm repeating myself a little bit, but that's just what I'm hearing is a leader, conflicted decisions that need to be made about your future. Maybe if you've been in a relationship with somebody, but you feel like, hey, I love you and I've got a lot of emotion towards you, but I'm feeling called and pulled towards what I'm passionate about and kind of stepping into my full power, and maybe I feel a little bit stifled here. If this is an ex that you're inquiring about, they may see you as somebody who's guarded, somebody who's getting a lot of attention, or even if you're not, they might perceive that. Of course, perception is reality, so they might be a little intimidated, like, oh, you've got a lot of offers coming in now, and you're not focused anymore on the past. You've kind of turned your back and you're trying to focus on the future, or you're just unwilling to make a decision on how to move forward. There's a lot of different storylines, of course, with this being general, but these are some of the things that I am picking up. If this is somebody that is new, coming into your energy, they may see you as somebody who's not quite available right now and is very intimidating and has a lot to offer. They might say, hey, she is not available to make a decision about a new relationship right now, or they may feel like you're guarded or are just off limits, but that you definitely are somebody that possesses a lot of qualities that they admire. Somebody who's focused on their future, somebody who's a leader, somebody who's commitment worthy, somebody who's passionate and strong and gets a lot of recognition, and somebody who's emotionally, attractive. Somebody who seems in-depth, intuitive, genuine. Beautiful. Okay, you guys, that's what I'm getting. I'm keeping these short and sweet since I've been a little under the weather and I'm trying to get a lot of messages out right now. But if you do want to go more in depth, you are welcome to book a personal reading with me. And I hope that you'll subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you back here soon. Thanks for joining me. Love and light.